anybody.
Good afternoon, and welcome to another special edition of Play With Yourself podcast. I am your host, RJ McCarthy, and joining me today again are Justin Jackson.
Good day, sir.
And Abdul Hadi.
Hello, hello.
That's way too seductive for a 1950s.
Hello.
Hello. I'm like, special report. And Abdul's like, Vincent Price here for another creature feature. Oh, goodness. All right, cool. Well, can you guys hear me okay? I have the mic further away from my mouth than usual.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been clipping. Like, every week I go in, and I'm just feel the need, I guess, to yell by myself in my kitchen. So
Can you guys hear me okay? I'm realizing my mic isn't even out.
yeah, that was okay. That's
Oh,
better
okay.
though. Yeah, that's a lot better.
All right.
Yeah. Abdul's is just glued back on. He's like, yeah, it's my mic. Also, it's just a piece of coat hanger.
These aren't even headphones.
Made out of water bottles. Just like your flip-flops. Okay. All right. Well, here we are once again talking about video games, the state of them, the past of them, the future of them, and our own personal ventures into them over the past week. We have, as always, just a couple of headlines we're going to get to. But I would like to dive into something that happened to me this week.
What's that?
The Xbox finally has their advertised features working.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. And so soon after launch. I can't believe it that everything's working as it should. Only 3 weeks away from when it came out. The quick resume came back for pretty much everything. And I just kind of got used to like it not really working for the games I was playing. Because I think I told you guys already that I quit playing Assassin's Creed.
No, you didn't. I don't
didn't.
remember you saying that.
I gave up on it. It's too fucking long, dude. Like I've got 80 hours in that game, and I've
Damn.
only been doing the story, and it's still not done. So
That's crazy.
80 hours all
Yeah.
story, man. That's kind of crazy.
insanity. Granted, yes, I've been like doing side shit, but like I haven't been like going out of my way to get everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just it's too long. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and play Gears and finish Gears 5, which I did, and it was decent, albeit quite melodramatic at points, but still managing to probably be the best written Gears, I would say.
Oh, okay.
So it was good, but I finished that up. But I didn't realize Quick Resume was working again. So I woke up yesterday and just decided to just start playing games and turn on the Xbox. And you know how just everything is so fast now. Like
Right.
even the fucking thing turning on, there's no splash screen. It just, and I have it hooked up with HDMI ARC and the CEC, so it turns my TV on as soon as I press the button on the controller.
Oh, yeah.
Everything just comes on. And I did that, and then like I was already in Gears. Like as soon as I turned it on, I was like, oh shit. So I hit resume, and then just fucking chaos, just kill, and everything's just camera shake, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh no. This quick resume is too quick. Like I'm just not used to that. Like I'm used to like having to deal with splash screens, not getting into a game that fast. Even on PS4 with the resume, you still got to have the PS4 turn on. There's this, the main screen where you turn the controller on, you log in, all that shit. This was just too much. So I went and I played. We got. Well, I say we, but I got a code for a new game that came out on December 3rd, Fogs. This guy's been emailing me about it, and they've been marketing it for, I think, the better part of like a year. It is essentially a platformer game, published by CodeSync. Thank you to them for the code. And you play as two dogs that are conjoined in the middle, effectively making them look like cat dog, but it's just dog.
That's...
And all the mechanics are there and based around them being just this dog rope. And I got into that yesterday morning to sort of, ease in after the aura of sensory rape that was Gears of War first thing when I woke up. And it's kind of fun. I haven't played enough of it yet. Basically, it's comprised of an overworld, like a lot of platformers, and then like 3 other worlds that are all their own individual overworlds. So like it's very strange. So like there's maps within maps, and they're divided up in between eat, sleep, and play. And it's just all very dog themed. You know what I mean by that?
This sounds like such a bizarre game.
It really is. I'm going to play you just a 30-second clip. That was the most I could grab yesterday.
Okay.
And it's very odd. I will say, but like the mechanics, it really, like where it's shining so far is literally in the mechanics of you being a dog rope. Like it just how you think it would work, it works. Let me do a screen share real quick. I always forget how to fucking do that. Oh, this is top quality production, everybody. Do you guys know how to start share?
Just close all your other browsers.
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
You think I'm looking at porn while we're talking? Like, trust me, you fellas are arousing enough. I promise.
Some people like to casually browse.
I think I got it. Are you guys seeing this now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna. I gotta try to get it so that it's. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. So this is Fogs, just like 28 seconds of it. You see how those are like levers there?
Yeah.
You had to pull those. And it's just got this very artsy style, but you'll see the movement kind of. You have to use each side of the controller is one of the dogs.
Oh, it's like what's that one game? A Tale of Two Brothers or something like that?
I never played it, so I couldn't tell you if it's
I know
like
what
that.
you're talking about, but I didn't play it either.
That's all. So.
What?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I can barely hear Abdul for some reason.
What did you say?
Oh, you can't hear me?
It's choppy.
Oh.
Is your dad watching soccer right now? Taking up all the bandwidth?
I'm the only one in the house.
Oh. You're just already getting your Wi-Fi stolen?
Well, close all your fucking porn browsers then.
Yeah.
You can't handle the bandwidth.
Wonky. You look, that's the thing, your picture quality is clear. You don't seem to be freezing or anything.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what could be wrong. It was working fine last night.
Why do your headphones look too small?
It sounds right now. Sounds fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like maybe where it was just like barely picking you up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. Cool. Welcome to the Technical Difficulties podcast. Well, anyway, so Fogs is interesting. I haven't finished it. I think I've gotten through one world. It lets you choose which one you go to first. I went to sleep first, and I'm just about finished with that. I think on Tuesday my new controller comes in, so I'm gonna play some couch co-op with Misty because it does offer that
Nice.
feature. Yeah, and then I think there's online co-op, but that nothing would frustrate me more than to play at a co-op game with a stranger, especially based around puzzles.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. But I'll have to report back on how Fogs is going after that. Otherwise, I just been dipping back into Fallen Order. So.
Oh, really? Okay. How far
Yeah.
are you into that?
Not as far as I was when I stopped playing it. When Abdul lent it to me last year.
Yeah.
I'm just getting to Kashyyyk again. So, yeah.
All right.
Yep. But it's okay. I realize, the frame rates and everything were very impressive, on next gen because of the performance mode and all that. But it's still that kind of like janky gameplay that I'm not really a huge fan of.
Yeah. I was wondering. I was wondering if that was gonna get a little better. You said with the increased frame rates, but I don't know.
It looks gorgeous, and it's way easier to put up with because of there's not being any frame drops, and then of course like the crazy fast loading, and it's not even actually like optimized yet. It's just the automatic upgrades it's gotten so far. And the I just can't get past the, like you have to fucking jump at a rope 80 times just to grab it right. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's not like super tight. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I don't mean to make this all about me, but I did try Dead Space 3 finally.
Oh,
Forgot
did
about
you?
that, dude. What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I played it for about like an hour and a half, and it is the most garbage. What have they done to my boy? It is
it's pretty bad.
horrible, dude.
It's just a far cry from
What
like
it
the
was.
first two, who are
Yeah.
great,
Yeah, it's closer to Far Cry than it is Dead Space. So,
yeah,
dude, it's
because he
the
starts
worst.
talking in that one, right?
He was talking a little bit in the second one, but it fit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there was a vibe. Like, okay, so like, the first one was a mind fuck and super creepy. Obviously, but then you go into the second one, and it's a little bit more of like an action movie, but it's like more fun. It's like a bigger budget. That's all it feels like. It doesn't really take away from the horror elements. This is like watching a C-rate movie on Sci-Fi in 2009.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Garbage, dude. Like it's not even close to the original feel at all. They try to give you a cover system when it's just crouching behind shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's utterly awful. And then I think within like the first few minutes, like there's just way too many people. You have like a crew. And then like one of them is this bitch named Ellie that I don't remember. And she's just like an engineer, but she's got these like big titties spilling out of like the front of her work vest.
I don't
like,
even remember that.
Oh, dude, it's the worst. It's none of the same vibe at all. So I gave up on that shit.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah. Anybody else want to go next? Because I'll just keep talking.
I started playing Control earlier in the week.
Oh, nice.
I haven't played a lot of it because I'm a terrible gamer. Because like I'll put on Control and play it for like a half hour, and then just go back to Warzone like a fool.
I mean, but that's what's fun about the new consoles is like that. I never really did that before. Like now it's so easy to dip in and out of games.
Yeah, so like I got up until you let all of the people out of that first like safe room.
Okay.
What's her name? Elena?
I don't remember, like but
Elliot?
Huh?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, did you just make a? Okay, I got you.
Great joke.
But
I said the wrong name.
It's fun. I like it so far. I like what they do with sound. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It controls super weird though. I don't know, she just seems like she just seems to do more than what you input on the controller. I don't know.
It's very floaty.
Yeah. But
nothing really has any weight.
Shooting was fine. I like the shooting system. I didn't know if I would or not, but it works. I haven't got any like actual powers yet though.
You
I
get
don't
them
know.
quicker than I thought you would.
Yeah, you.
I'd argue that, and I think the biggest draws to that game are, I mean, like the graphics are sick. Like that game has the best art design out of any fucking game that came out last year. It's
Yeah.
so cool. Like all the design of like the environments and shit with like, like the sort of shifting walls and how everything, just a very cool concept.
Yeah.
Modern looks and everything.
Yeah, so basically I've been tempted to get the Ultimate Edition if it drops, but I don't know that I want to play it bad enough to pay for it again. Or well, I never paid
Yeah.
for it the first time, so I borrowed it from Abdul.
I thought it was coming to Game Pass like this month.
It did, but it's not the Ultimate Edition, so you're locked to 30.
Ooh, that's stinky.
Which is only a problem, I guess, because there's a 60 FPS version available,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I got plenty of other shit to play, dude. There's a ton of fucking shit on Game Pass. So.
Yeah. So like that's all I did. I played Control and I've been playing just Warzone this week.
Yeah. You've been
Yeah,
streaming
cause
Warzone?
no, I only streamed it Friday night. I
Okay.
don't stream that game. I'm not good enough to stream it.
Embarrassed.
Like I'm decent, but I don't.
Right.
I'm not trying to show off anything.
Oh,
I've been
humble.
streaming Demon Souls mostly,
Oh,
which I
nice.
also played this week. Yes, yeah.
Cool. Have you finished that yet?
Oh, which is no, it's gonna take me a while. But I went and found my because I got the Demon Souls Deluxe Edition for PS3 back in the day,
Mm.
and I still own it. It's like it's one of the like valuable. I own two valuable games. This and this game on PS2 called Gitaru Man. I don't know if you ever
Oh,
heard of it. you actually heard of it?
Abdul warbled in excitement.
Yeah,
yeah,
you do. I
love
can't. We
that.
can't hear you.
What?
Tell us what you were going to say.
I said I love that game.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, I still own it. Cause I know you can still get a decent amount of money for it if you wanted to sell it. But I own that and the collector's edition to Demon Souls, and I still have the like the guide for it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like it came like the game came with a guide. It was like one of the first ones I saw to do that.
Nice.
And I've been trying not to peek into it, but I'm getting to a point where I pretty much have to because
Yeah,
I don't remember what order to do the worlds in.
doesn't PlayStation have like a feature now with like the cards or
Yeah,
something where you can actually do that directly from the game?
it's like
Do
little.
what? Like hints and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even fucked around with that to be honest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you, Abdul?
No, not really.
Yes, in order to
No.
beat Spider-Man on friendly mode.
Friendly mode. Is that an actual mode on it? Because it sounds real.
It
That's
is.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Look how he's looking at you right now.
I'm pretty sure they changed the swinging where you just like hold X too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they have like super like they have good accessibility options in that game.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's for everybody, including Abdul.
I'm playing a lot of I've been playing Metro Exodus.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
Yeah, for some reason I thought I'd be lost because since it's the third one, and it's like it's I'm following the story like well enough, and the gameplay's fun as hell. I've been doing like a whole sneaking like stuff.
Okay, cool.
I've been playing that, and was playing my Wii again. So I was playing Mad World. You guys ever play that game?
I am aware of it. I've never played it, but I know what it is. The black and white one?
Yeah, it's like Platinum Games, like their first game, I think, after they disbanded from Clover Studios.
Well, that's a specific
I
history.
remember hearing a lot about that game because it was like the first like non-Nintendo IP to actually be decent on Wii.
Yeah, it's really good.
Or violent, not
Yeah,
decent,
yeah, yeah,
violent.
yeah. It's very violent
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's got that contrast of like the black and white and then the blood.
yeah.
I do remember that.
I like a
God,
lot.
2006 was a crazy place to be in time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
been playing a lot of that just cause.
cool. That's interesting. I haven't even looked at my Switch since I got the Xbox. So until
Yeah.
until a good single player
I
game
mean,
comes out for less
what
than
has come out on it
a lot.
this like
They have new
holiday
releases
season?
like every week, and it's mostly like indie games, but I
Yeah.
mean, half the time it's like multi-platform shit where I'm like, oh, I could get that. That looks cool. And then it's on Xbox. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, what's the fucking point in playing multi-platform shit on the Switch? You know, it's just a Nintendo brick. That's all I use it for. But I'm not going out of my way to buy $60 exclusives every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will say I did sort of get the weird urge to get the Pokemon DLC just to try to play it, but I've said this before. I can't justify spending $100 in a Pokemon game. So
Yeah.
40.
Are you gonna play? I'm not even sure if it's gonna be on Xbox, but are you gonna play Tim?
I don't know. I would try it if given the
Yeah.
opportunity. I know it's going to be on PlayStation, but I don't know if it'll be on X. I imagine it would be because it's on PC. So unless PlayStation did some kind of exclusive deal,
Yeah,
Right.
that's what.
that's what I thought, that they had like an exclusive deal.
They might. I mean, they were
Oh, really?
very eager about that. Yeah.
No.
So I mean, it's
I
entirely
might play it. It's
possible.
like it's not. I mean, it's like $40, not even. And
Yeah.
it looks interesting enough, and I feel like I can go into it. I mean, it's a newish game. It's been out like a year and a half on PC.
I think it's kind of been like sort of pseudo and early access the whole time, but
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So it's not really like a finished game. You know, it's
So I feel
that.
like I don't need to know a lot about it going into it. Like if I were to go into Pokemon now, I feel like I would just be way behind and just not
Um,
know.
I mean, it has been out for. Here's the hilarious thing about Pokemon is that it's a game that is definitely designed for children, and it is the most handholdy, easy fucking game, and it's
Oh,
only as
really?
hard as you make it. Ironically, its largest consumer base is people my age. So like they have not, like, if anything, Pokemon's way behind because
Yeah.
you would think it may have like grown with its its users, but they just haven't. They're just like, no, it's a game for kids, and honestly they're probably right. I think all of us are wrong for trying to go in and expect more out of them. But I don't think it's I highly doubt there's a lot of kids getting into Pokemon. Definitely not more than adults. I would wager that.
Yeah.
There are significantly more adults purchasing Pokemon than children.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So you would be fine. You could drop headfirst in a Pokemon game and you would just sweep it in a day. I think, dude, they're so easy. They're so easy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they have this shit called like XP share, and it's just permanently on. You don't even get the chance to turn it off. So every time you battle your Pokemon, it levels up all of the Pokemon in your party. So
Oh,
like,
really? So you don't have to
yeah.
like trade them in and let them
No, they
get
don't
hit
have to
anymore?
appear. They don't have to appear in battle at all. They'll get
Oh,
trickle
what?
XP. Yeah, dude, Reaganomics and Pokemon.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because that used to be like a thing where you had to put that weak ass bitch in
Yep.
first,
Yeah. Yep.
or
Try to get him in long enough to not faint, but just like take a few hits.
exactly.
And like I just imagine like yelling at like a fucking like I don't know, like a Pikachu, like it's experience. You're getting the gift of experience. Just bleeding.
Oh shit.
Oh god. All right. Um we should probably get into a couple
Some
of
news.
meteor things. Yeah. So there's something in particular I wanted to focus on this week. There was 2 news stories. The lead designers for Days Gone at Bend Studios left. They
Yeah, I
are no
saw that.
longer working for that company. Um,
Well,
and
it wasn't appreciated.
what'd you say?
He wasn't appreciated for what he created.
Maybe that could very well be the case. Uh, yeah, they both left. I don't remember their names for the life of me. I can pull them up right now. John Garvin and Jeff Ross. Yeah. So Jeff Ross is going to go on to do more roast battles, and I think when it comes to
Speak.
Sony, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. Speaking of, a lot of people have been saying that game is good, and I'm I downloaded it again. I'm gonna give it another shot, but
I
because
mean,
I didn't enjoy playing it the first time at all.
if anything, what I'm finding with next gen that you'll enjoy about it is the fact that it's going to be upgraded resolution and frame rate, and that
Right,
enough just makes it easier to put up with worse games. I think.
right, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's got a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
give
more
it
of like
another
a
shot though.
yeah, dude. I feel like people. It's funny with the way games like that come out. Like a super mediocre game comes out for $60, everyone's like, "Oh, what a disappointment!" And then like 3 years later, everyone's like, "What a hidden gem!" And it's like, I feel like you only liked it because you got it
Because
for
you
$15.
paid 15.
Yeah,
I was just about to say $15 for it.
yeah, exactly. Like it seems silly to me when everyone's like, "Oh, people are crazy for sleeping on this," and it's like, no, they're all told to go back to bed. It's nothing to worry
Exactly.
about. Yeah. But I think like people do like to doom and gloom about developers leaving, and I think this might be a case of where it's probably fine. Um, so like whatever sequel they may be working on for Days Gone, I think it'll be all right, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but the interesting thing is they said, I wonder who's speaking here. But I believe they've been there for a long time. So I think they even worked on like Siphon Filter and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they were also in charge of Resistance, Retribution, and Uncharted Golden Abyss, which I believe are handheld games.
Uh,
Yeah, I
So
think they're
damn
both
that.
for the.
I don't know if it's because we're talking at the same time as you, but it keeps every
It
time
keeps cutting
there's
them off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say that again, Abdul? I'm sorry.
I just remember that I think those were both Vita games.
Both Vita? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if one was like PSP or not. So, yep, handhelds. Well, anyways, I mean, I guess good luck to them or whatever. Maybe they're like the old BioWare guys who went off to create a fucking craft brewery or whatever. Just get out of gaming.
uh,
You got to imagine you just don't like it after a while. You know what I mean? Not even just like the job itself, but like the world. Like you just stop
yeah.
playing games.
What that one guy did, Michael Ansel, the creator of like Rayman and Beyond Good and Evil. He quit gaming to open up Animal Sanctuary.
Damn, just nothing even close to
Yeah.
gaming.
I mean,
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah.
Watch, he's like fucking all the pigs to try to make a half pig, half person. Like,
Trying to create what he created.
I'm following my dreams. We only got like 10 minutes left on this particular meeting, and then we'll start another one. But I think that's enough time to just dip into the other big news that fucking Casey Hudson and Mark Dara, I believe is his name, are leaving BioWare, and they're the two head developers on pretty much most of the games that come out of BioWare.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So and that came kind of randomly, I mean, after like the big I'm pretty sure Casey Hudson was the one who wrote the big N7 day announcement about Mass Effect and the remake and
Yeah.
everything. So pretty interesting.
Didn't leave.
You think everybody's doing with that? What? God, what's the studio that makes Outer Worlds?
Obsidian.
Obsidian. You think that's what they're like trying to do? It's
How do
like
you?
branch off and make what they want to make instead
It
of
could be. I imagine working for EA has its limitations. Like,
right.
I guess the only reason that Anthem even released is because Mark Dara came in and they were like, fix this. And he was like, okay, well, I need full control over everything. And they kind of like relinquished it to him. And then Anthem came out and it sucked anyways. So
Right.
I don't know if that was his fault or, I mean, God knows, maybe it was going to be 10 times worse,
Yeah.
prior to that.
How? I don't think
Yeah,
it's
I know,
possible.
right? Well, that'll be interesting. But I'm also like, every time this happens, I'm always interested in like, what New Blood is going to do, because there's probably people who have not been able to, speak their mind or have as much input as they'd want to because of whatever management was in place beforehand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm always kind of like looking forward to that. I'm like cautiously optimistic when people leave. Like I think Neil Druckmann, this was another one I didn't put in there, but he just got promoted to co-president of Naughty Dog.
Nice.
So maybe he'll be sort of taking more of like a backseat role in games. He says he's still going to be involved in like the directing and stuff, which he seems like a guy who can't not have his name on the credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, it'll be cool to see other people there, put forth their efforts maybe, and have people pitching stuff to him, and he gets to make the call on it. That's kind of where that stuff is cool, whether they're promoted or whatever. So I don't know. Fingers crossed, something BioWare pulls off something, but that to me is a sort of a different situation. I think that feels like it might be the end of that studio.
Oh, you
Really?
think so?
Yeah, because I know I'm saying like all this like optimism stuff, but with BioWare it's different. You know what I mean? It would just with this consecutive bullshit mediocre games they've put out, and
What
like
was their last couple of games? I don't even know, or can't think of them.
Anthem and Andromeda, and then prior to that, Dragon Age Inquisition,
I don't
which
think I played that one.
I
I
have not played a single Dragon Age game, but I know ever since the first one, people have bitched about them because they're not like Origins.
I didn't
I
even
don't
really like Origins.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it was okay. It just seems at the time even it just felt super janky. Like it was trying to be Elder Scrolls in a way, but
Yeah.
just bad at it. But I don't know. That's my opinion. I know
No, I
people
mean,
do
I hear
love
you. Yeah.
I know people do love Origins, and I couldn't get into it at all.
What type of game is that? Is it hack and slash or?
It's a third person real time I wouldn't even call it real time strategy. It's just
But
I'm trying to think of what the
Baldur's Gate. It's pretty much Baldur's Gate.
yeah, or like even Diablo type game where you have
Yeah.
your
It's a
move
party
sets. Yeah,
RPG where it's like, yeah, everybody's got their moves and stuff, and you just go at. So it's real time, but it's everything's based off a hidden dice roll and shit in the background.
right, exactly.
So yeah, and you control the whole party.
Yeah, and
So
that was another part 3 once EA took over, where it was like it got even. Like I like 2. Dragon Age 2, I actually like. Dragon Age 3 was just like, ugh, what is this?
I thought 3 was Inquisition, but maybe
Oh,
I'm
is it?
wrong. I
No, I
could be
thought
wrong.
Inquisition was just like the first non-number. I don't know.
Well, people
I'll
talk
Google it
about
on the break,
Dragon Age
or you can just
Inquisition.
look it
Yeah,
up.
I'm doing it right now, dude. You know what? If you want to listen to this podcast, you're getting all the behind the scenes. All right. Inquisition is the sequel to Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. So
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
yeah,
So I did play that one.
and that one came out
It
in
came out around the exact same time as Dead Space 3.
2014. So well, a good year and a half after Dead Space 3. Because Dead
Oh,
Space
is it? Oh,
3, yeah,
okay.
because I had to look it up because the graphics were so dog shit. I was like, when did this fucking
For
come
Dead
out?
Space.
Yeah, because I mean, it's
Uh,
so the cool thing with Xbox is that it emulates a 360 on the Xbox. So as soon as you start one up, it shows you the old Xbox 360 splash screen and everything.
huh.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I know this is a 360 game, but this looks fucking bad. Like, when did this come out? And it was 2013. So it was like February. So the same year that the consoles then came out, the new ones, last gen,
Right.
I guess. Yeah. God. All right. I guess we'll just leave everybody with that note that Dead Space 3 is awful. Until we come right back, which we say is like it's going to be a big break, but it is imperceptible
It
to the
just,
listeners.
I know,
So,
it just cuts right to.
yeah, I figure that's the easiest way to edit it. More behind the scenes magic.
We should start shooting our own ads.
That'd
for
be
fake
fun.
products.
We'll do that. Yeah. Or maybe we can get sponsored by a company that'll never pay us again. That'd be great. Just stop responding to my emails. Another butt sex company. Yeah. Unreal. All right. Get who?
G Fuel.
G Fuel. Yes. We'll get G Fuel on board. I'll contact them immediately. I'll just dear sir or madam, do you want to be on our fucking podcast or not? And I'll see what they say. All right. See you guys in a sec.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, enough about Abdul's life. Let's get back into it. Do you guys want to start off right away with a topic? I don't know if there's any other relevant news stuff you wanted to get to first, but just
how's that Prima magazine?
Prima?
Remember Prima Guides?
What about them?
Oh, I see Justin reading it.
Oh, I didn't notice. I wasn't looking at the Zoom meeting. I was trying to look at our notes here. Didn't they go under?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Cool. Man, more news. There we go.
With the internet, why would you buy that ever?
Yeah, that seems silly, but I guess maybe for like collector's purposes. But even still, that's a lot of work just to have something sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
Like imagine going through all that and then knowing somebody's not reading it. They're just like fucking displaying it.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Fuck that.
Or just like buying it and you don't even own the game.
That's a weird move. Who would do that?
Abdul.
I was just gonna say you've done that, haven't you?
No, I haven't. No.
He has a fucking Dark Souls 1 guide in his room somewhere because it looked cool. Because that's why I bought it.
Why I did the same thing. Nice.
We can never stop being best friends.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Well, we had this one pocketed for a while. That I'm interested to see what your thought process was on, Justin. The ruined gaming experience. You gave Shadow of War, playing that after Ghost of Tsushima as an example.
Yeah, like that. Wait, did we talk about this or no?
I think we
talked about it last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I thought we did something else last episode because I think we only got to one topic.
We did back like best and worst movement mechanics.
Yes, that's right. Did we touch on this also? Maybe we did incidentally.
I think so. I feel like we talked about this.
Boy, really showing my asshole here. Well, in the interest of being careful, I guess we'll go with something else.
All right. Then next week we could possibly talk about it again for the third time.
Yes, I think that would be good.
That's how we do, baby.
I'm sure I'll forget this moment and then not delete it still. Go, oh, no, we haven't done that one yet. All right. So, you know what helps? I think maybe listening to your own podcast, but come on, who has the time? Right?
No.
All right.
You could be playing games.
That's right. Yeah. That's very true.
We're in a pandemic.
Yeah, and also, what are you going to do? Listen to it at work? I mean, come on. And waste all that valuable time thinking about how you're going to kill yourself? Come on.
Exactly.
All right. Let's do pick a genre you hate and change something about it that would make you like it. I know that one's a bit of a thinker.
Yeah.
So I guess it's easier to maybe just start with a genre you hate. I personally hate turn-based RPGs. Usually those are referred to as JRPGs because they're the only culture stuck in making video games from 20 years ago. I I mean it though. Honestly, I know it's the whole point of the genre, but turn-based is a massive turnoff for me. I really, really liked the interesting take they had in Final Fantasy VII Remake. When I played the demo,
yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
I enjoyed that. It felt sort of like VATS in Fallout.
yes,
And that was very enjoyable. I thought it was pretty well designed. Didn't play the game. I know there's a lot of complaints that people make about it, but uh, I thought that was cool, and that made me a little bit more open to playing that game. So I then went and proceeded to never play it, but I was more open to it. So that I think.
But what can you change about JRPG that will make you like it?
Well, what look the system they implemented in Final Fantasy VII is what I was speaking to, where it was more of a
That's
real time.
Right, that's real time. That's just changing the genre.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean that's what I said. I know it's the whole point to the genre, but that's the only thing that I could think.
The only thing you can think of to like it is fucking completely change the genre. Nice.
Take away the very thing that defines it. If we could just do that small thing.
Nice. Hilarious.
Just take the Japanese out of JRPG. That's all I'm asking.
Damn.
Oh boy. Breaking rules left and right here. That's I mean, because I don't really hate a lot of genres. Like I'm generally open to a lot of stuff. Like even like a Souls type game, I'm more open to that type of gameplay now than I was in the past. So I can't really say that I hate anything aside from a game that I know I would not pick up just based on someone describing its gameplay, and that's turn-based. So, yeah.
Do you have anything, Abdul? I'm still trying to think.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think.
Well, I mean, we can work there together. Maybe start with something that you hate, and then we'll help each other try to figure out what we could change. That's the point. It's just discussion.
Right off the top of my head, my least favorite genre is probably racing games.
Okay.
Like I don't know. They're boring, I guess.
This might be fun then.
Yeah.
Let me try to guess what we could change about it that make you go, ooh. All right. So a racing game. Are there any exceptions to that? Is there ever a car game that you've enjoyed?
The only car game that I thoroughly enjoyed was Need for Speed Underground 2.
Okay.
Like I played a shit ton of that game.
All right. So like
okay, go ahead.
Like an actual like racing sim is something you don't like. You wouldn't play a Gran Turismo or a Forza.
No.
Right. Okay. So let me add something to those games that would make you like it then. Giant glowing arrows telling you which way to go. Nailed it.
Oh yes, exactly. You got it.
Kill cam.
We got a game to work on, guys.
What about Burnout? Did you ever enjoy Burnout games?
Yeah,
I enjoy Burnouts, but those just get boring too, because it's like once you see like a couple of good crashes, you're like, all right, that was what they worked on,
I'll grant you that. Yeah, that
good for them.
It is essentially repetitive.
You're right.
Yeah,
and I think that's what I don't like about racing games.
Mm-hmm.
That a couple of years ago, this was fucking the launch of last gen, was Drive Club. Before the game actually came out, I was like, oh, this could be really cool. Like I feel like they had an idea where you raced across the United States pretty much, or raced across the entire country. And I was like, oh, that could be kind of cool to like go to different places around the world and like do different races. I don't know, but then that game was a complete flop, obviously, because nobody played it. They gave that shit away and nobody played it.
So what if I mean, in my opinion, when I think of that, I think of like, damn, did
Oh,
you
he
get
just got the
secondhand from my
Rona.
vape?
I think so.
It is an e-cigarette. It probably came back through the internet and out your phone.
Yeah, unplug that
E-vaping.
shit from your fucking laptop, man. Jesus.
Oh fuck, giving you e-cancer. So destruction for me is kind of a big one. Would you say the same?
In racing games?
Yeah, I feel like that should be a
Yeah.
necessity.
That's the cool
Yeah.
part about them is like watching
Alright.
cars tear apart.
I know people like so do you find any joy in like the customization of it? 'Cause I know that's a big part of it.
That's another reason why I liked Need for Speed Underground,
Mhm.
because the customization was like, it was a lot of visual stuff. And I didn't even like the Fast and Furious movies at the time, but I just did like being able to pick a car that I did enjoy in real life and like customizing it,
Yeah.
making it look cool and stuff like that. And the customization was straightforward. It was like, uh, here's a clutch or whatever. Here's a clutch
Mhm.
for level 1, level 2, level 3 clutch. And it was like, you knew what you were getting. Fucking Gran Turismo is like, it's so many different parts, and it's like, you don't know what's good. You just
Right.
have to know about parts of cars.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, no, I don't know.
It's a sim game. It's just like why am I like video games are escapism. Why are you bringing so much reality into
Why
it?
am I trying to build a
Yeah.
real car? Like, I'm
Alright.
all set,
Well,
you know?
I think I've got enough information now. Okay, so I think
Okay.
we'll take a and it can still be an in-depth sim game, all right? So you take it and instead of cars, it's 5-year-olds on tricycles, okay?
Okay.
Full destruction, all right? Full customization. We're talking different wheels, different colors on the trikes, thousands of different outfits for the
What the hell's
children.
a trike?
Okay? A tricycle?
Oh.
You know, a little
You
3-wheel
weren't
bicycle?
you weren't listening at the beginning, I could tell. What the fuck were you looking at?
Mind your business.
I'm liking your idea so
Yeah,
far.
so it's all kids, age range, 4 to 6, I would say.
Well,
Okay.
this sounds like it's turning into another genre already, but go
Yep,
ahead.
yeah. Full VR, okay, but it's not from the perspective of the driver. It's from the perspective of the guy driving the van following them.
Okay. I see where you're
So,
going
yeah.
right now.
So you watch them as they race in the street, and you have to make sure you keep a certain distance away. And, you'll get an indicator pop up, warning, too close. Their parents can see you, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But then you can go back into the menus and you can pick out, like what kind of candy that your van has in it and stuff.
So this isn't like, it's not going to be a first person mode. It's not necessarily third person. It's fourth person.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The game's
I'm
about
kidding it.
it's about the kids and the trikes. You know what I mean? That's
All
the
right.
real core elements. But the gameplay is more of a backseat kind of in the bushes, if you will, sort of a look into
Okay. I'm getting it.
Yeah. So like
I'm already loving it.
hundreds of thousands of different outfits to choose from. The real key
For the
is,
kids?
Yeah. Try and get close enough to them to put them on them, though. That's part of the gameplay. They make it more fun, more of a challenge.
Okay,
So
I'm
there's on
thinking,
foot?
because you got to have like a good guy, bad guy thing. Like you can be the bad guy and like have to customize your van to be like low key and as stealthy as possible.
Yep,
But like
you get
the good
customization
guy,
options for the van. So that's available too. You have white and off white to choose from.
Okay.
And then you have windows, but you can only add the windows, and they're just in the back of the van. They're never actually installed into the van. So
all right.
You got to
But
make sure you have the right candy.
I'm thinking on the good side that you're the parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're the parent. You don't actually control a child in this game. You're the parent, and you have to customize your kid's tricycle to be able to get away from the guy in the van.
That's a great
And
competitive mode. Yeah.
all you do as a parent is you look outside the window, put your hands over your face as your kid tries to escape this guy on the van.
That's right. Yes. I like
Okay, all
that.
right.
I like that.
I like this. I like racing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we did
You guys are
Oh
monsters.
damn.
it.
What? I'm sorry. I just think it's a great, innovative, way to get Justin on board with racing sims. What's so
Because
wrong
even
with
if you're not, even if you're not the bad guy, like racing to a kid in the van, you're the parent, and your heart is racing for the life of
that?
your child. Still racing. All right.
And if the van gets one of them, that's when it turns into Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Okay.
So there's a
Yep.
whole other sub game in there that you don't even get to play until you catch one of the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We better stop before Activision listens.
Yeah, it steals our idea. Okay. Well, we did that one. How about you, Abdul? Any games you hate that we could change?
I don't like any type of simulator game. Like train simulator, airplane simulator, like
Okay.
those like funky ones like Goat Simulator.
Okay. So
There's-
we not only have to change it, we have to come up with an entirely new type of sim game that you would enjoy.
Oh God.
Okay, so how about this is a sim game where it's you're in a neutrally colored room, okay? And you have access to headphones that aren't actually they're like those headphones that they wear to protect their ears when they're shooting guns. So like soundproof.
Okay. Yeah.
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 And then you have a space in front of you. It's like a table. The edges are very soft. There's no corners, and then there's various blocks in front of you, and you get to just kind of stack the blocks around, and you can choose to just kind of like line them up. You don't have to actually stack them the way they're supposed to be stacked. You
Yeah.
can color
Okay.
coordinate them. The colors are very muted. They're not too loud or chaotic. And then anytime there's noise or anything, this is a VR game too, so you have to clap your hands to the side of your head, and then there's a microphone attached, and into the microphone, the specific voice control, sort of like Connect, like where they have voice commands. You just go E, and that'll stop the noise. Outside of that, there really aren't any challenges in the game. It is a simulator, so.
What do you
Any
think?
interest in this?
It's too real.
Damn. Thought we were close.
It's still too much of a simulator.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Why would I want to do what I do in real life?
Yeah.
All right. How
Okay.
about this one, Abdul? How about this one? You ready? It's a simulator,
Mhm.
right? But it's a dating simulator, right? So it's a VR game because we're gonna keep with that. And you're just swiping on your phone, and when you finally do get a match, you go on a date, right? Holy shit, you're on a date. It feels real, like you're with this girl. You're having dinner, right? But when she still inevitably rejects you, right? You can do whatever you want to her, right? You can you can just grab her by you reject me, bitch. But it's a video game, right? It's a video game.
That is true. It's not real.
There's no consequences to it, right?
That I would try this in early access.
What do you think about
would-
that one, Abdul?
What would you call it?
A.L. A.L.
A.L.
Yeah. Abdul's life. Abdul's life.
I didn't know.
Huh?
Well,
Uh-huh.
what's the next topic?
How about okay? I'll give you one, Abdul.
Okay, I'm ready for this one.
I don't like real-time strategy games. I wouldn't say I hate them, but I don't like them. Can you come up with a real-time strategy game for me that I'd enjoy?
Yeah, just give me one. I'm just trying to pick myself back up. Real time. Honestly, man, I've never actually played one to really get like a good feel of like.
You never played a
There's
real-time
one.
strategy game, like at all?
At all?
No, there was like, oh, I can't say that because I played Brutal Legend, and then
Oof.
halfway through,
I heard that's a bit of a a bait and switch.
yeah, it switches to an RTS, and like, I didn't get it, and I just stopped playing it. So
I can see that.
But you never. Oh shit! You never played StarCraft?
no,
Wow. Okay.
it's
Age
How
of
about-
Empires? You never played Age of Empires?
no.
I've
no,
never played either of those games either. The only two RTS games I ever really got into were I brought it up so many times, but Alien versus Predator Extinction.
Okay.
I loved that game growing up, and then I got a little bit into Halo Wars, and I'm sure there's other ones that I'm just not really thinking of because I may not even have realized they were real-time strategy games.
Oh damn! There's a very recent one. Is it Exo Squad? No, that sounds super old.
XCOM.
I was just gonna say XCOM.
XCOM. Yes. Have you ever played that, RJ?
No,
No.
heard good things about it though.
It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah,
You never
maybe
played that either, Abdul?
I'll look and see if it's on Game Pass. Maybe there's something.
If it's on
there.
Game Pass, give it a shot. The only thing about that game you kind of have to ignore is
Isn't
like
there?
they give
Go ahead.
they give like you get different weapons, different weapon upgrades, and each different character does different stuff, obviously. So like you'll get a weapon, you'll get a sniper rifle,
Mhm.
and you will max out like the accuracy of this character. So it'll say like you're gonna hit this alien. Like it's a 95% chance you're gonna hit this alien. Or sometimes you can go even I'll say 99 and they'll fucking miss. And you're
Oh,
like,
that's stupid.
why why are you giving me this?
Yeah, they clearly the game logic
Exactly.
doesn't know how
That's
percentages work.
Other than that, it is a pretty fun game.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm open enough to it, so I guess that one isn't one I really hate. This is really just an opportunity for Abdul to try to talk shit back at me. But even served on a plate, he refuses. So
Because I care about you guys.
you do, and we should appreciate you more. That's been part of the
Okay.
the relaunch, and we're failing at that. I mean, we've already.
We waited 3 episodes.
We
Give us
did,
that.
yeah, before we started shitting on you, and then also talking about pedophilia blatantly.
The
And,
Japanese
yeah,
got
Japanese
shit on.
people. It was
Yeah.
mild. It was mild. It was mild. It was.
Justin, doesn't XCOM have like permadeath?
Yes, it does.
So
Well,
you have to like.
there's permadeath. So when the character dies in the game, you have 3 moves to get to them to revive them. And if you don't get to them, they're fucking done. They're gone for good.
You
Which
like
is a part of strategy. What's that?
you can't like shove your hand up their ass to get their experience.
No. No, you can't.
That'd be a bit of a left turn.
I'd pay for that mechanic.
Well, you can if you buy A.L. All right. So one thing I did want to. Oh, did you have something else?
I was just gonna say, let's just call this episode 3 Relapse.
That's a good title. Yeah, that's going.
Oh, going for the soul on that one.
No, not.
No.
Meant that we relapsed into being pieces of shit.
Nice.
Abdul, you just dissed yourself worse than any of us did.
I know. I have no self-esteem.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well,
I'm
then
just
that'll be
kidding.
episode 4's topic. We'll try to raise
Fuck
that
you.
up.
Shut
Just
up.
be like way too accidentally condescending. What'd you play this week, buddy?
I would leave so quickly if you talked to me like I would fucking be out of here. So.
just his picture real quick and then black.
That's
Oh,
funny.
fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. All right. So 2 big things this week. Game Awards, which I get unreasonably excited for. I know you guys aren't.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm stoked. I'm very happy that it'll hopefully be. I'm interested in what it'll look like.
What makes you most excited for them?
The announcements. I mean, that's
Yeah,
it. I mean, because without E3 this year, there's been no cohesive platform for everybody to kind of come together and talk about their shit. So I'm very interested to see. I have extremely high hopes about a Starfield announcement. And Xbox did just say they're supposed to be announcing something. They didn't say what. An announcement for an announcement. Go fucking figure. Yeah, prepare to be completely meh.
I'm just hoping that like we don't have to see some shitty band play like during this.
I doubt. I mean, it's COVID, so there's not even going to be an audience.
I'm just happy about that. Like last year, like they had a band called Churches. Like who the fuck is Churches?
Yeah, I don't care. The last time I thought that was interesting was when Mick Gordon played the Doom theme in 2016.
Yeah.
But apparently he's a piece of shit, so.
Well, I'm hoping like some of these rumors come true. Like
which ones?
like,
what have you heard?
the Silent Hills and Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, that was a rumor I did hear too, that Sony supposedly is announcing the Metal Gear remake.
Really? Like a
Yep.
Wait, like a remake of the original?
I think so. I'm not sure how they're.
It's like they said that like from what I hear, Blue Point is helming it. So if anyone can knock it out of the park, it's them.
Yeah. I mean that, or I mean really anything that Sony talks about, is going to be a banger. So hopefully,
the Silent Hills ones. If that's true, that will surprise the shit out of me.
Yeah, that would be wild. I mean, my ears would perk up for that. I never even really like played those games. I just get excited about.
Did you ever play
revivals.
PT when it was available?
I have seen a lot of PT. I have never played it. I watched Mike play it back when it first came out.
Yeah,
he had a PS4 before any of us. But other than that, I never like got a chance to download it or anything.
Yeah,
I
still have it on my PS4.
Oh, do you?
Oh, nice.
I should just stream that one day. Cause
you should. That's actually worth a lot of money. I know
people still love it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good for you. There's tons of nominees for all various shit. I don't want to go through them all, but I think Game of the Year is worth a quick rundown. I know we glanced on it last week, I think, but it I think it's worth an actual read off. So nominees for Game of the Year are Doom Eternal, which is my personal vote. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I've been hearing people talk about Hades now. I'm interested in this game.
Yeah, wasn't that
it's Supermassive.
Supermassive, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, they're the ones who did the Guacamelee, right?
Oh, I like those games.
Wait, who's that then? I'm probably confusing two developers.
They did a Transistor and Bastion.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about then.
Did you like Bastion, Abdul?
Interesting.
I thought it was fun. I played it when I had my 360.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like Transistor. I didn't really enjoy it that much because it didn't really like grasp me.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just like I've been hearing a lot of good things about Hades, and I hear it's a roguelite. So it'll be like my first time to like really dip my toes into something like that.
Yeah, I generally don't like those kind of games. Super giant games.
Super giant.
Excuse me.
Super.
Yeah.
I think it's something else. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what Supermassive is, but it sounds familiar. All right, we only
I
got
think
10 minutes left.
That's Until Dawn.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Yeah, and the new Dark Anthology series or whatever the fuck they are. So there's also Animal Crossing: New Horizons as a nominee, and then The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
So
there's some heavy hitters in there, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
there is,
I
yeah.
mean, I know Doom won't take it, but that's personally that was the most wowed I was all year, which is not to take away anything from The Last of Us. But the thing about Last of Us is like, of course, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I view it. Like, of course I was wowed by it. They couldn't possibly be underwhelming, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that. I think that might be the only. Yeah, there's too many categories. There's best game direction, best narrative, best art direction, best score and music, which I'm sorry, okay. Well, Doom's in that one too, and it needs to win. Like best score and music, come on, yeah. Best audio design, Last of Us 2 needs to win that.
Yeah.
And then there's, performance, ongoing, indie, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's too much to go through. Yes.
Performance, like character performance or game performance?
Yeah, like character performance. I'll go if that piqued your interest. I'll dig through that real quick. Ashley Johnson is Ellie. Laura Bailey is Abby. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai from Ghost. Logan Cunningham as Hades, and Najee Jeter as Miles Morales.
He got nominated?
Yeah, that seems like it's too late, doesn't it?
Yeah, that came. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not for the game to be included, but if the game's not included, that feels like a bit of a tweaking of the rules, in my opinion.
Right.
But whatever.
Najee.
I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. It's Nadgi or Nadji. So.
Yeah.
Whatever. The other thing, of course, with only 7 minutes left, Cyberpunk is this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited.
Dude, I won't be excited until that shit is in my hand.
I know. And I was
motherfuckers.
I was the same way. I did find the leaks because people already have the collector's edition that got shipped to them early. It's without any patches, but they're confirming there is a performance mode and a quality mode on next gen. So we do have access to 60 FPS, it looks like. And
Nice.
and then 30 with fixed resolution. And then sort of dynamic frames or what I guess. I don't know. But I as soon as I heard that, I went on and I bought it, and it's already downloaded on my Xbox. So
yeah,
it's ready to go.
Cool.
It says it unlocks at 7 p.m. on the 9th, which is pretty sick if that's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll get back to you on that, but that is what I will be doing this week. I ended up switching my vacation time around a bit, and I took Friday off. Try to get some meat sucked off them bones, if you will. If you will allow me a disgusting euphemism.
Well, you're gonna need that weekend just to make a character, apparently.
I know,
so.
yeah, dude. I mean, I fully intend on making a huge male character with a vagina and naming him Buck Angel. Supposedly, that's a possibility. So
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
juiciest labia.
Yeah, this is Cyber Buck Angel. He can shoot his pussy out at enemies' faces and suffocate them to death.
Ew.
Well, how would you expect anything less aggressive from Buck Angel? Come on. Hero to millions.
I'm very excited to play this game finally.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, if not just to see if it, like, just curiosity about the hype. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I mean, it's too impressive the way everything sounds. I mean,
yeah.
We'll see.
I know there's going to be bugs, I just
Oh,
hope
yeah.
it's not a fucking buggy mess, you know?
People are
Yeah.
apparently playing it just fine without the patches. So,
Okay.
and they say it's buggy. Yeah, like there's issues, but
Yeah.
there's like a huge day one patch. I think to the tune of like 10 gigs or something. So,
Jesus Christ. All
yeah,
right.
I think that was their 3 weeks of delay.
Do you know off the top of your head how many gigs the game is?
68, 69, around there. That's what it is on my hard drive right. Or well, it's actually 59 on my hard drive right now, and it says it's supposed to be 68 after the update. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's about 9 or 10 gig update. So it'll be around 70 gigs, which still fucking less than Last of Us or Red Dead.
Right.
You know what I mean? So good on them for being able to cram all of that shit into 70 gigs. That's wild.
Yeah.
And then you look at Call of Duty and you're like, what in God's name is your excuse? So, well, there's that. And we will be back with updates, of course, on all of that next week. As for now, we only got about 4 minutes left, so we'll go ahead and cut it here after some outros. Plugs. Anybody got anything?
Just follow me on Twitch, Choco Bear Gaming.
Cool.
And
Do
you
that.
can now subscribe to me, so just subscribe because I need money.
Yeah, donate to Justin. He is in desperate need of funds so that he can play more video games.
Exactly.
And is there anything more pure? Come on. We all know. Abdul, anything?
Just follow me on Instagram, Oscar Wonder Sean Penn.
Excellent. You can follow me, RG McFarty, on Instagram. That would be mucho appreciated. And also, again, thank you to CoatSync for the review code for Fogs. I am trying desperately. Oh, there it is. And Bitloom Games is the developer of that. Just had to get that out there in the 11th hour.
So beat that before Cyberpunk and let us know how it ends.
Oh yeah, I intend on at least getting back into there, but I have a feeling that one might get set down in favor of something else. So spoilers. All right, good talking to you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Don't call anybody.